Ah, the friend zone. We all know it. You've experienced it. I've experienced it on some level, and it's a tale as old as time. The idea that once you're in this zone, regardless of the sex, man or woman, you can't get out. You can never pierce it, and they'll just take advantage of you, and that's it. It's all over at that point. Or is it? There's a lot of studies and a lot of advice people can give you that you can get out of the friend zone if you do X, Y, and Z. But people are unique and it varies on the person, and it just all depends. But the one thing that people get mixed up, and it's honestly the one thing I've seen from countless videos that have been recommended to me on YouTube, is you cannot be friends with the opposite sex. The friend zone is a no-no zone where for men, women will take advantage of you and use you as a second option, or vice versa, or whatever reason people come up with that comes to mind when it comes to the horrible friend zone. Because the very idea that you can be friends with someone of the opposite sex or be friends with a woman without idea of sleeping with them, because we as men, every time we meet a woman or build a connection with the woman, we have to sleep with them. The thing is you don't. I hope my sarcasm has been hitting somewhere in you, because just the matter is, you can't be friends with someone on the opposite sex. I don't know why YouTube has been recommending me these videos, again, of people saying that, oh, you can't be in the friend zone because, you know, women will just take advantage of you. And that's not really always the case. Because you can still be friends with someone of the opposite sex, and there are benefits to it. For starters, really, you get an interesting and unique perspective on things that, you know, women might have. Or case in point, say you want to ask them advice on, you know, there's this girl I like and I need help with X, Y, and Z. Like, you can go to a woman that you confide with, or a girl, if you're a little bit on the younger side, that might know more and that you can sort of trust with this information, and they can help, you know, point you in the right direction. Because that's what it's all about, is getting a different perspective, especially someone on the opposite side of the sex. And then there's also the idea, and this is a very far-fetched and stretched idea, but it has worked for some people, is if you're very good friends with a woman and they have a friend group, they might recommend you to someone in their friend group that's, you know, also decent or looking for somebody. And no, it doesn't always have to mean that they're fat and ugly. You know, they might help you out with that even. I mean, it all depends. Keep in mind, don't take as what I'm saying as gospel, and that will always happen. But it does sort of increase your chances. You know, it's not the all-end-all when being put in the friend zone, so to speak. As long as both sides or both people realize and acknowledge that, then there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, I have a friend that's a woman, and she's been a great source of, you know, not only influence, but advice and everything, and that's all it is. I have no desire to go out and sleep with her. I mean, she's already taken, but I have no desire to go out and do that to her, because I'm not attracted to her in that way. But going in with this mindset that you can't be friends with women or friends with men because the idea is against some code is just so far-fetched and ridiculous to me. I mean, it really is, because not everything in life is about sleeping with somebody or having a good time and all that. Like, it's not always about that, and you will genuinely miss out on connections with people if you sort of write off that, oh, I can't be friends with her because I'm a man. I can only be friends with people that I'm wanting to one day sleep with or be attracted to. And it's just, I'm struggling to understand the concept of this. I mean, I just keep going back and forth of how stupid it just sounds to me. I don't know if I'm the only one out there, but it just seems such a strange and foreign concept to me that you can't be friends with someone on the opposite sex without wanting to sleep with them on some level. That's why I don't really subscribe to those people like Andrew Tate or those alpha male, red pill kind of channels, because it just sounds stupid. I mean, even in person, when I bring these kind of stuff up to people, you know, whether it be women or men that, you know, actually go out and do things, they're like, that is so stupid. It sounds like somebody's just a cave troll or just somebody that's living in their own bubble, because in a sense that is. Now, please do not mistake what I'm saying, because the friend zone does exist, and there are those situations where, you know, since I'm a man, I'll use women as an example just because I'm more closely related to that, but the same could be applied if flipped. If a woman does put you in this zone, but then takes advantage of you blatantly, like doesn't, you know, value your opinion or value you as an individual, and basically only goes to you for advice on guys or other not so meaningful stuff, but is basically just using you for as a second opinion or whatever nefarious reason that may be, then drop them, because that's just not a good relationship or friendship in general. That's just you being taken advantage of. But there is a huge difference between, you know, being friend zoned but still building a connection with somebody of the opposite sex and actually, you know, enjoying their company and having fun with them, and then being put in the friend zone but being taken advantage of and being outright a second option. Because don't hold yourself up to that kind of standard or view that that's the only way you can be friends with that person is by just letting them push you around like that, because that's just not okay. And that's just in general. Don't ever let people take advantage of you, and that again goes both ways. So that's all I really have on the subject. I've honestly had to re-record and restructure my thoughts for a topic like this, because again, it's just such an interesting and weird concept that I've seen for the last couple of years. And and what kind of inspired me to make this video was I saw a video. I won't say who the YouTuber is or anything, but I saw a video that had a similar sort of title, and I did have a very nice and meaningful discussion with someone in the comments where, yeah, they basically said that, like, they don't recommend you just close people off because you've been quote-unquote friend-zoned by the person of the opposite sex because you were attracted to them. Because, you know, and like we were saying, as long as you both can acknowledge and respect each other's boundaries, basically say, you know, we're just friends, we enjoy each other's company, we like to hang out with each other, but there's nothing beyond that, then there's nothing inherently wrong with it. I mean, there's even the concept of you becoming best friends with somebody, and eventually you do to date, and then that could lead to marriage even. Those things aren't foreign. Like, these actually happen, where two people of the opposite sex become friends for each other for a while, and then finally something just sparks in them, and it leads to the next step of dating and potentially marriage. So it's sort of case by case, and it all sort of depends on each situation. But the one thing that you should always have in the back of your head is make sure that this person isn't just taking advantage of you. Like I said, that's just in general, not, you know, friend zone or male or female specifically, just in general. And as long as you can get past that and all these points I've talked about in this video, then you can be friends with the woman. Even someone that you were attracted to, you can still be friends with them as long as there's a mutual level of respect, which is all I'm trying to say. So anyway, this is a sort of kind of short video I just wanted to post here. I originally wanted this to be my Destiny 1 video, but I'm going to push that to Tuesday since this idea sort of came into my head, and I just wanted to quickly touch on it. So, anyway, feel free to give a like, comment, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload. Like I said, still trying to figure out a good time for people, so this should be posted by 8 p.m. Central Time. Yeah, anyway, I'll see you guys Tuesday for another video, and happy March, since it's March 1st today. Couple more days of winter, and we'll be starting to warm up here, which I know a lot of people are excited about. So anyway, see you guys Tuesday.